In this video, I want to share the thought process behind a very bullish trade that I took, closing it with a total of $66,000 profit. You're going to learn how did I find this trade, how did I confirm my entries, how did I take profits, and most importantly, how did I manage my risk while staying patient to capture the entire uptrend of this crazy stock, OKLO. If you're ready to learn and improve together, give this video a free like. And remember to ask me any questions in the comments. Let's go. All right, guys. So let's see this OKLO trade. It was a really amazing trade. It was pretty crazy. So let's see how we actually traded that. So OKLO at the open, I wasn't watching it at all. Actually, I didn't know what the trade was about until one of our traders, Amir Pars, at 634, which is kind of around 934, called it. And multiple times, as you see here, multiple times he mentioned, hey, Andrew, OKLO, OKLO. So that was something that really catches my mind. And again, 635, oh my God. So he really called it. He did take the trade, actually. And he posted that in the chat room. Amir is one of the really good traders and popped up. And Devon says, I jumped in at 9:37. Again, these are Pacific time. Let's jump into this trade together. So what I did was, waited for a confirmation after the pullback. So again, this is the main move that these guys all did. It was a really good bounce back, but I wasn't really convinced. As soon as I see this huge move up, and I said, okay, this is a very bullish. And as you see, the volume started to moving significantly higher. And I said, okay, this is a very bullish move. And that's most likely is going to go up. As soon as we made a new ABCD pattern, so, above the VWAP. So again, this VWAP was an amazing place to get in there. But as soon as we did this confirmation, I went long, very heavy size, partial all the way up. On the pullback at 62, I added more than that. As you see, all the way up to 66, went up all the way up to 68, and I think I actually partialed some all the way up to 69 maybe. Did we go? I added more a couple of times in the afternoon, and did go back for the break of high of the day. Let me go to the 2-minute, 5-minute chart is probably better. So, I added more and boom, break of high of the day one last time, and then boom, all the way up to 68.91, all the way up to close to 69. And that was a really amazing trade that I did. But what I did was in terms of trade management. So when you look at the ABCD pattern, you need a confirmation. So now when I went here for the confirmation, my stop loss was originally around here. So if you want to give it a very big room, you can give it all the way to the VWAP. But my stop loss in that case was just up here. Went up, and then I added again twice of the size of the I had here, went all the way up to here, and I knew this is going to go higher because Jared is one of our traders that look at the options activity, and is really important what he actually suggested that to us. Let me bring it. He mentioned that very early in the chat. So he put this options activity in the chat room at around 65. The message that he sent was around 10 a.m. that it's very high open interest is getting activity at around 65. So not 64, not 67. So that's around that time that I was thinking, okay, maybe that's something that actually I can target. Here, what we call Jared Rasan al. So he said that, this is at 7:05, it's 10:05. Volume came in for 65. So that was the number that he said. I actually put this Rasan al. It's a joke that we have between Jared, that he sees the targets based on the options activity. So that was an amazing trade that we had. So and continued going up. And again, as you add more into these, again, if I go to the 2-minute chart, as you add into more than that, you bring your stop loss continuously higher. And then the last piece here, I messed up a little bit here. And then you eventually get the 25% move, over 25% move on this. Essentially opened up, there was like zero. Like this is the previous day close. So no gap up, it's just 25% move. And now, a huge market cap increase that OKLO had. But it's very important, guys. This is really important. Like when something rallies like that, you do not want to short it without really clear double top pattern. So this is very important. Without a clear double top pattern, you don't want to short it. And I had someone today, someone that I knew, that tried to short this move and lost half of the account. So here's the message that said, I was trading with you in the chat room. I went long on OKLO after the 4th minute. No one was realizing this is the time. I heard you mention this when I was already sitting on a nice profit, but because I was over trading, I emotionally not well. I went short and lost half of my account. So again, these big moves when it starts, do not try to short. I've done it. I've had big losses on Yelp and many other things that I don't remember. With Neo at one time. You don't try to really short it unless you have very clear weakness in the price action. So this was a very strong higher low. There's absolutely no reason that you want to short this stock. This is really serious move up. Before I move on to explain the next trade, let me know if my explanation has been clear for you. I want to make sure that my trading strategies are truly helpful to you. So your feedback is very important to us. If you don't have much to share, just give this video a free like. I really appreciate that. NVIDIA, I had other trades as well. So we tried to catch this, opening range breakout on NVIDIA. And because we saw a huge signal on NVIDIA, and someone actually asked me that, we did right at the minute number 1, with the really nice 1 minute opening range breakout. We saw this huge ask at 145, and I was expecting that it's going to go break out. I didn't take that trade right away, and it didn't, and eventually it really sold off. So as you see here, really sold off. I tried to get a bounce from it. I got out. It did pop up, never really reached to 145, and really went down. However, somebody asked me a question that was very interesting in the chat room. So, it said that I let that huge order at 145 affect my trading. Did it take my profit? And wanted to have my full position at 145. So the thing that we discussed is that these big asks and big beats, they're all just signals. They're just indicators. They're not necessarily 100% dictating you should trade and trade management. And that's very important to understand that these are just one indicator. That huge ask that we saw at 145 is gone. Today never really got filled. So you have to remember that you have to put all of these indicators together at the same time to make a profitable trade. So none of them really dictate what you actually have to trade. Just based on one indicator. And I did actually overtrade a little bit on TSLL. I tried to catch this breakout in the TSLL. Also, TSLL also had a little bit of a loss on TSLL. Someone asked me in the chat room that actually, what's the difference between TSLL and Tesla? TSLL price action is exactly like Tesla. Exactly like Tesla. So if I move in, it's exactly like that. It just have 2 times leverage, so you can actually get a much better moving on that. But other than that, it was a really solid day for me, and I do have some covered calls. I do have some covered calls on TQQ and VO, which they were negative, but today market dropped because of the fear of a war in Middle East again. So they're profitable now. But other than that, it was really amazing trading day. So we do trade live these ones on YouTube. So if you like this video, guys, let me know what you think. And of course, I appreciate the liking to our channel because it motivates me to create more of these videos for you. And come live on YouTube, guys. We trade this live on YouTube. Carlos is showing me, if you go into our YouTube show, you can actually see that Carlos sometimes brings my trades. So you get a lot of these great ideas. We go live from 8:30 in the morning Eastern time all the way up to around noon. So 4 or 5 of our the traders are coming. So really looking forward to see you guys in the chat room. And you can continue to learn more about my trading strategies by clicking this playlist over here.